Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a glute, hamstring, and forearm vlog, and we started the day off with conventional deadlifts. I decided for this week I'm just going to do just one top set, and of course my deadlift strength as I've been cutting has gone down, but I do feel like a lot of it has to do with the grip and everything. It's one reason you guys see me doing a lot more raw pulling. I'm going to adjust my back day. It's the reason I've added the forearm work. I need to make sure my grip kind of is on point, and it's mainly because I'm pulling with a stiff bar. But the thing is, I feel like the stiff bar gives more hypertrophy. Yes, it's harder, all those things. But it felt like today on this one, honestly, the grip was a little loose on the third rep. But when I went to pull, I re-gripped, and I just felt like I didn't have the leg drive quite to break it off the floor. Now, it's funny because you guys have seen me a long time ago do 10 reps with this same weight with a deadlift bar, right? Context. But I was also at a heavier body weight. This was, 2-3 years ago, like 3 years ago, maybe more. So again, I do need to kind of get back on that level, but a lot of it, it's like I need to get the quads back up, because keep in mind, I was squatting over 500 then. Okay, so I'm sitting here going, oh, it's not posterior chain. My quads felt like they gave out. So I need to work on grip, need to work on quads, but we're pushing quads hard again now that squats coming up, rotating back over to high bar squats. So I feel like that's all going to be resolved. The other thing I'm doing here, I'm like, I need to add the GHRs back in. I really feel like hinging is not going to be enough for my hamstrings. It just is what it is. Also, yes, you can see my loose skin there on this. I wear it like a badge of honor. I get people who do try to clown me for it, but I'm at a point where, look, guys, I've been over 300 pounds before. I wear it like a badge of honor. It has been tightening up. It's actually probably the best it's been. And as I get leaner, it's going to continue to do so. It just is what it is. Live with it, accept it. Again, proof that I have been extremely overweight in the past. Okay, so what I decided to do with that, just superset. So the rest of my workout was fast. This was a quick workout. Came in, pulled that heavy 500-pound set. And then we supersetted glute ham raises and pretty much went to failure. The third set, we reached failure. Then did 185 for 3 sets of 10 on those wrist curls, which those are slowly getting stronger. And I feel like that's going to help. And I think what I'm going to do this week, just to make sure my grip is continuing to really be challenged, we're going to do pull-ups and then probably bent over rows on back day. So that's going to be a lot of what I do, because I don't want to always come in and do axle bar pulls all the time. Maybe next week I'll add some back in again, though. Wouldn't be bad, but I felt like it almost overtrained my forearms and grip. My whole upper part of my forearms, my brachioradialis, my extensors and everything hurt all the way through the weekend. And I almost felt like it interfered with some of my upper body training, and I can't afford that. I have to have the arm work. I have to have those things, because the two things we have to improve the most are going to be arms, particularly triceps, and tightening that waistline up as I get leaner. So I really need to shave, optimal. Let's talk long term. Optimal. I need that waistline 3 or 4 inches smaller, and I need another inch on my arms. That is a long term. So we're going to work on that. But the glute ham raises went good. I actually got decent performance on these. I got 8 on the first 2 sets with 20 pounds. So that's pretty good for me. It means I haven't really lost strength on these so much. But the third set I ran out of steam. But I need to get these up, because they were stronger when I've been pulling, over 600. I was doing sets of 20 with body weight. God. On these when I did that 625 deficit pull number of years back. Again, heavier body weight, and we accept that as we get leaner, these things happen, but I'm going to keep pushing it, okay? Because strength does matter. This is power building. Even though my goals are aesthetic, we want to be strong. We want to be powerful. That's where we get that density, okay? It makes all the difference. So again, just aesthetically speaking, though, waist needs to be smaller, tighter, more arms, and I feel like more upper chest. So I'm going to keep pushing incline. Arm work is going to be a priority, so that means, again, chest and tricep day, triceps are going to hammer. Back and bicep day, we're going to do 2 or 3 types of curls, at least 2 types of curls. And we do forearm work here on the deadlift day, right? The deadlift and posterior chain day. Forearms are coming along good, though. Happy with that. Then, of course, we finish up with reverse hyperextensions. I just did 3 sets of these pretty much to failure with this lightweight. What I've been doing with these lately is trying to keep them super, super, super strict. Do I necessarily think that's going to be the best approach? I don't know that it fully is, but it lets me keep the lightweight on there for the leg extensions. Okay. And I do feel like I'm getting a good stimulus with these, right? I'm still getting a really good stimulus from this. So I think as long as I push some top sets for reps on deadlifts, push the GHRs, I can probably get away with doing these really light and just chasing a serious pump on them. Probably be okay. But again, prehab for the low back, rehab work, builds glutes, all those things. And again, doing them super strict light like this is taking getting used to. I used to do them crazy heavy. You guys remember when I was putting like 600 pounds on there and just swinging it, all right? But the issue is plate loading, having to take, it's just so much, and I don't know that there's a benefit to me doing that, okay? We could argue about it. Although, yeah, I could make the case that it does feel like it carries over to the deadlift when I do that. So I'm going to have to figure out a compromise there eventually of either just leaving it loaded heavy, in which case I got to take a bunch of plates off other stuff. You know, we could leave it loaded up heavy and just skip the leg extensions, and then I don't have to deal with it. And so that might be something that I have to do, you know, as I look at it and think about it. But a lot of my lifters, we do them really light, and we have solid deadlifts and everything. But I will note that for me, I did notice when I go crazy heavy on them, it does help me strain through a heavy deadlift and pull it faster, right? So again, something I'm going to have to weigh out with my own training. Again, coaching yourself isn't always easy, but it's doable. I've done it all the way to elite numbers. So 3 sets of this, but overall pretty happy with today's session. I mean, I would have wished I would have gotten more reps. I was hoping that was going to be a 5-rep set on deadlifts, but we got what we got. And again, a lot of it though was combination of grip, combination of leg drive, but my quads still need to come back up. Which we're doing. So if anyone's curious what those marks are on my legs, that's from the inclined dumbbell presses, because I don't have flat, smooth dumbbells. I have adjustable plate loaded ones. Those things tend to beat my legs up. I just accept that. One day when the garage is bigger and the budget's bigger, we may do a whole set of dumbbells with a leg press and all that stuff. But right now, not in the cards. Got to get a bigger house, bigger garage, bigger space. Right? So, but again, very, very happy overall with the training today. Felt a good stimulus. Probably going to do some cardio here in a bit. Again, you'll see the deadlifts again. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys and gals next time.